The war in Israel hitting closer to home tonight. A former Binghamton resident lost his son in Gaza. Fox 40's Forrest Denker spoke with Eitan Morrell earlier today.
During the war in Gaza last month, Eitan Morrell's son, Maoz, was fatally wounded after he was awoken by the sound of a grenade explosion. Hamas terrorists had thrown a grenade into the house where his unit was staying, injuring 12. Maoz rushed to save whoever he could.
In fact, his officer, he was able to stop physically with his hands, stop the bleeding, put a lot of pressure on it, saving his life. His officer was wounded seriously, but he's gonna be okay. And Maoz actually saved his life.
Morrell says as Maoz was doing whatever he could to save the wounded, Hamas members launched a second attack from the outside.
The terrorists went into a building across from him, and Maoz, with his cover fire from the MOG, made it so that they can't leave the house. He trapped them into the house, and once they were trapped in the house, they brought a tank, which shot the house. The house came crumbling, killing the terrorists. But when it did that, a little piece of the house flew off and went through his eye into his head.
On February 19th, Morrell got the news that no parent wants to hear.
The doctors told us that basically he has irreversible brain damage and there's basically no hope. So at that point, but he's still alive, but there's nothing to do. So at that point, realize the only thing we can do is use that time to depart from him.
Morrell, a Binghamton native, describes his son as a foodie who liked spending time with friends and had a love for nature.
He loved to hike here in Israel, in the Judean desert. He learned how to use ropes and stuff, and he would rappel off sides of cliffs and into piers.
Morrell got to bring Maoz to Binghamton for a visit in 2017, a place that still holds a lot of great memories.
We lived on the west side. We were Orthodox Jewish people, and there were very few of us in Binghamton. So we were a tight-knit group. I think back to my years growing up in Binghamton, and to me, it was just idyllic. It was just like everything was great.
He moved to Israel after finishing high school, where he and his wife Varda would raise 6 kids. Maoz was their 4th. And Morrell says there is a lot people can learn from his 22-year-old son.
Not everything came easy to him, but he was always able to make goals and work towards them in small steps. He was very consistent. He would say, "This is my goal," and he would make his way to.
Reporting in Binghamton, Forrest Denker, Fox 40 News.